All right, welcome back, guys, to another College Trias video. Today we are going to be chancing students again through Reddit by reviewing their college applications on our chanceme. The way it works is that I go through their activities, I go through their academics, their extracurriculars, and their awards, and then I give them a score rating, a letter grade, and then I give them a total score out of 10 chance for that school. I've done this before, so check out my previous videos, but let's get started. All right, so I haven't looked at these before, but this first person is an Asian male, and I'm chancing him for the Ivies. So looking at his profile, he is an Asian male from the South, from a small state, public urban school, no hooks. So those are pretty competitive demographics, especially in this, time for college admissions. Intended majors environmental engineering and environmental science. So going into academics, he has a 35 ACT, which is really good. It's strong for the Ivies. Unweighted GPA, it's a 3.92, which is a little bit on the lower side, but I don't think it will hold him back. And his coursework, he has 14 APs, 11 before senior year, which is really strong. And so overall for academics, I'm going to give him a B plus, just because his GPA is a little bit on the lower side. Next up are awards. He has 2 times ISEF finalists, which is absolutely amazing. ISEF is a very, very competitive research competition, as many of you guys know. The fact that he got second just shows that he's such a strong contender for the Ivies because those awards are so hard to win and so few people win. So it's really impressive. He also has Coke semifinalist, which is strong and competitive. 3-time state winner of another science fair competition and then international piano awards. So the science fairs are really, really strong. It brings a good case for his application because it's just so hard to win and you must have some very comprehensive work that you've produced. So for awards, I'm going to give him an A, which I really don't give A's at all for awards. This is a very big exception. Next up are extracurriculars. He ran a science research club in school. TEDx club, he gave multiple talks. Captain for sports team, prestigious summer program, 5% acceptance rate. So there's a lot of founding things and like he's running things. And so there's a lot of leadership, which is good. He started a nonprofit initiative that isn't that big, but it still shows that initiative. And then he has other basic stuff. I like that he knows that it's basic because he's just saying like it's not going to make that big of an impact. These are his big activities. These are strong activities, but his awards do outshine his extracurriculars because he did that research, but having it win an award is going to be far more impressive than, running one of the clubs. So overall for extracurriculars, I'm going to give him a B plus. They're strong extracurriculars, but there's nothing like significant, like maybe he runs a nonprofit with 10,000 members or something like that. He has some letters of rec stuff too. I'm confident that his letters of rec will be strong, especially because he's going the STEM route, and if they know about his research, that might help him. And so, overall for the Ivies, it really depends on which one. So I'm just going to chance him for the hardest one, which is probably Harvard. And I'm going to give him an 8.2 out of 10 chance for Harvard. This is a white male who wants to be chanced for MIT early action. Going into academics, he has a 1520 SAT, 4.3 weighted GPA, 3.9 unweighted. Again, GPA slightly on the under side. And for MIT, they do like numbers, so it might be a bit harder. His academics, he has a lot of APs, so it's going to be strong for him. But for academics, I'm going to give him a B because that GPA is just holding him back, When it comes to these super competitive schools, there's going to be people who have 4.0s and who are more qualified than you, right? So his major is chemical engineering, a hard major, but if he can, tell a story in his application that, persuades officers to go that route, it'll help him. Extracurriculars, he has a lot of activities. I see a lot of them, but I don't see a lot of, unique activities. There's a lot of TSA, which is Technology Student Associations. That was 3 years, but he just represented the school at a state competition. He wasn't the president, he was just, representing himself. Latin club, I don't see any leadership really at all. So these extracurriculars are not very strong and they're not going to help him stand out. So I'm going to give him a C plus for extracurriculars. When we go down to awards, I see national merit semifinalists. That's good, but a lot of people have that, especially people who are applying to MIT. You want awards that are going to help you stand out and prove a case for you. You need things that will be unique and not many others will have those awards because that's what an award is. Not everybody gets it. So he has a bunch of other awards, but they're all not really significant, like AP Scholar and like a certification, which basically anybody can get. So, for his awards, I'm also going to give him a C plus. Overall, I think this student could aim for other schools. I think UGA could be a good fit for him, but I think for MIT, it's a little bit of a stretch because his activities aren't going to help him stand out that much in the pool, and so overall, I'm going to give him a 3.5 out of 10 chance for MIT, but he still has a strong application compared to the average student. So he should, try it if he wants to. All right, this last student wants to be chancellor for Cornell ED. I don't know, if you do see this video, please do reach out because I would like an anime character sketched. But anyways, Chinese female immigrant parents. Intended major is fashion design at Cornell School of Ecology. So School of Ecology at Cornell is one of the easiest to get into. So let's keep that in mind. Her class rank and GPA, going into academics is 49 out of 522. So she's top 10%. Ideally, it could be a bit better, but her GPA is a 4.0 out of 4.78, which I'm assuming is weighted. If you're going test optional, you have to make sure that you have other parts of your application that are going to stand out, because that's one less thing that admissions officers can use to judge your application. And so that means that everything else that you have matters a lot more. And so for academics, I'm going to give her a B. I don't really see anything about her classes, and I only see this class rank and GPA. Next up are extracurriculars. She has 13 years of competitive piano. Hopefully you won something from that, so I'm going to keep that in mind here. I'm going to highlight that. Internship with a model agency based worldwide. Again, what did you gain out of it? It's not just doing the internship, but what did you produce from it? Assistant intern for a former professor at Columbia. Small clothing brand with about 2K sales, so that's some good number. It's strong. And she talks about what she did with it. She has some art stuff, so she seems like very arts and humanities aligned, which is actually in line with her major, which is fashion design. So it's going to help prove that case for her. And then she founded a club, hosted workshops, and did other things for a nonprofit. 300 plus hours volunteering, which is strong. Talk about that in an essay. And so for her awards, she has Scholastic Gold Key, first place in school art show. So a lot of art stuff. That's awesome. Bronze Key, first place in another regional art competition, and then piano prizes. So good. She got some stuff from piano. So overall, she does have, a really unique like arts humanities based application, and for Cornell it could help. But keep in mind that for Cornell School of Ecology, they actually do get more female applicants than male applicants, so it's going to be a disadvantage to apply as a woman. But overall, for awards, I'm going to give her a B plus. It does go in line with her extracurriculars, and it helps build a case for her major, which is good. But it's obviously not as strong as some of the other applicants who may have national and international things. Overall, I think she has a decent chance. I'm not going to say it's like guaranteed, but I'm going to give her a 6.4 out of 10 chance for Cornell. I think if she puts, strong essays forward, she has a good chance. Overall, that's all for today. 3 more profiles. I hope this is helping you guys get an understanding of how this process works. Like and subscribe for more content. Comment any questions, and I'll see you guys next time.